Aloha, beautiful souls. Welcome back to You Are Your Own Beloved, and you are it. So let's assume a position together. We can take your hand mudra if you like, Shambhavi mudra, third eye. Sit with a tall spine. Deep breath in through your nostrils. Let your belly relax and expand like a big balloon. Pause at the top. Audible exhale through your mouth for twice as long. Deep breath in. One more time. Just breathe naturally now, dropping into your heart space, allowing the logical, linear left side of your brain and mind to turn off and just breathe into your heart. What's up here? Nothing. Nada. Zilch. There's nothing up here. Who would have thought that would be a really good spiritual trait to have? It's not what we were taught. Hey, you know what? If you want to evolve and grow into who you really are, have nothing up here. But it's kind of true, right? I mean, that's literally all I tell myself all day long is turn off the switch, turn off the switch, turn off the switch, turn off the switch. Because my mind is like, blah, blah. Turn off the switch. So everything is energy. Everything is energy, and everything is vibration and energy. And when you do enough yoga or whatever your practices are, qigong, yoga, pranayama, and you're purifying yourself, it's not just your body, you're purifying your etheric body, your mental body, your emotional body, you're purifying yourselves. We hold on to trauma in our cellular structure. We hold on to trauma in our chakras. We hold on to trauma and wounds from other lifetimes in our cellular structure. So if you're doing the work to clear it out, well, then that raises your frequency vibration. But what happens is you can easily undo it. Well, it's not like you undo it, but you can kind of sabotage yourself by then. Like, this is what I do in my head, just like have that monkey mind, just like go about thinking about the past or worrying about the future. It's like, no, stop it. I was doing that. It was getting out of control. I had to give myself a timeout, a talking to. This happened at the new moon solar eclipse a week and a half ago. Sit my butt down and I started back to my morning meditation and chanting because I had gone away from it because I was caretaking and taking care of karma and, you know, just life, my new grandbaby, and like all these just different things, and like I got away from my practice. And eventually, when we become self-realized in this human form, we don't need to sit and meditate. You know, that's a good tool in the beginning to have. It's also a good tool to have even when you're on your spiritual path and you're doing the work, because we need to go back to that to get that monkey mind. I'm just laughing because I made a video before this, and I was watching it. I was like, I can't post this. It was, first of all, it was like over 20 minutes long. I literally thought it was going to be like 10 minutes. I was talking so fast, kind of like how I'm talking now, but like a little faster, and I didn't even know what was going on. Sorry, but I just learned that recently I have a new group of my family that is with me, and the Pleiadians are like kind of helping me in the next stage of my journey, and they talk really fast, and they're also very funny, and so I always have like these really funny thoughts in my head. Like I just make myself laugh, or like their thoughts come into my head and I just start cracking up. So anyway, I'm going to try to slow down and just breathe and focus on the message that I wanted to give you today. Was so many messages, but yeah, sometimes we need to take that time out as light workers to go back to our practice, go back to the basics and the foundation. And that's what I did for myself. And so what's happening this Saturday is the full moon lunar eclipse. So eclipses are powerful portals in which we can create desired change that we want, our manifestation a little bit faster, right? If we're focused and we know what we're doing with this, with this tool. So this eclipse and the full moon, like the moon represents letting go, and because it's so full and bright, it represents shining that light onto all those places and spaces where we might have been like trying to covering up or keep hidden in the dark. But like in the full moon, it's like no more hiding, it's coming out. So that's what it's representing. This full moon is the sun's in Scorpio, the moon's in Taurus, but this full moon is representing within individual people, like what are the repetitive dysfunctional patterns in your life that you want to let go of. And if you're not aware of them, maybe you can do some introspection or inner work. And I have other videos about this, and I also have courses on this. All my books are about this. But to find out like what those dysfunctional patterns are, and are you ready to let them go? Are you ready to let them go and evolve and grow into the next latest and greatest version of yourself? Because we didn't come here to be stagnant. We didn't come here to suffer. We didn't come here to stay in the dark. We need the dark so we can know what the light is. We need the dark so we can know what true freedom is and true liberation. But we didn't come here to stay in the dark. And sometimes some of us, we get stuck in the dark, and that's okay. It's because, oh my gosh, I'm trying to talk slower, but it's just like out of my mouth. I'm sorry. We need the dark, but sometimes we get lost in the dark and then we can't find our way out. And sometimes it might take a person or a song on the radio or a passage in a book to like remind yourself, and you're like, all of a sudden you have these awakening and realize, okay, like what am I doing with my life or something. When I first heard you are a spiritual being having a human experience, I was like, it was like ding, ding, ding. And this was like 25 years ago. I was like, whoa, wow, that is so true. It's like right on. It's like these little awakenings you have, it's just like to pierce through that fog. It's like this fog and this dimness and this darkness that's just like takes over us, and like our mind takes control, and our mind is out of control. Our mind is out of control and taking control, so that's kind of a bad thing. So you want to like reel your mind back in, get where you can have some sort of practice where you can be more mindful. And yeah, so I'm going to try to make this video under 10 minutes. So this is my message for you for today, is that Saturday, right, or we're in it right now, is to start, if you're really trying to grow and change, is to reflect on what the patterns are in your life that you don't want to see anymore and you want to let go of, and then take that next step. You don't even have to, you can just write. I think it's very powerful to write. This is what I did on the solar eclipse. I took out my journal. I just wrote, in the present now moment, I am so happy and grateful that I am doing this and that this has happened, and thank you for all of these blessings. So you write it like it's already happened, because that is a tool that we have to almost like projecting yourself in your future life. But meanwhile, there's really no time in the higher dimensions. Time does not exist. It's all the now moment. So why not here, where time does exist, is have a game and have fun with it and project ourselves into the future and write our thank you note to the universe as how we see our perfect dream life now in the future, so that can manifest quicker here in the present now moment. Does that make sense? Okay, are you ready? Let go. Become who you already are. You are the light. You are the love. You are needed on this planet to shine your light, and this world needs more light right now. This world needs your light. This world needs your light. This world needs your light. So that's my message. Aho, aloha, and I'll see you after this eclipse. The soul fire in me, I give to you. Aho. Thank you for spending your time with me and participating in this meaningful conversation by leaving your comments below and subscribing to my channel. You are your own beloved. Ahui aho. Until our hearts meet again. You are loved.